And first of all, I do feel a ways. No one told me I was going to be speaking on program with Dr. Mark Lamont Hill or Sister Linda. So like, really, brother, lover, like really? That's how you get me? But I honestly think I'm more comfortable speaking with racist and Islamophobic, folks in Tallahassee than being on program with them. I just want to put that out there. Sheesh. But seriously, I was asked to speak about our shared path moving forward, especially here in the state of Florida. The night of Election Day, I was speaking in a local newsroom, spin room, discussing the results of that election. It was a reporter, myself, a local professor that does polling, and one of my enemies, the former mayor of Jacksonville. There's a saying in politics that there are no permanent enemies and there are no permanent friends, only permanent interests. I want to push back on that saying, because what we see right now are many folks that have drawn a line in the sand and dug their feet in, and their hate is fueling their legislating. I don't know about y'all, but I can't be friends with folks that not only don't like me, but they don't want our communities to exist. Literally, when I sponsored legislation calling for a ceasefire on the Florida House floor and asked how many lives must be lost in order for us to get one of my colleagues, Representative Michelle Salzman, stated all of them. All of them. And this is why it is so important for us to stand in unity and solidarity, not just during times of convenience or times when you are under attack, but during times when, my non-Christian and my non-Black friends are under attack, or not even just friends, but non-Black or non-Christian folks, but also with you all, but in times when it's not only your Muslim brothers and sisters that are under attack. And so I'm an organizer, and oftentimes us organizers, we make people uncomfortable. So some of the things that I may say tonight may make you uncomfortable, but an organizer agitates. And what else agitates is a washer. You throw dirty clothes in it, and it agitates, and you take those clothes out and they're clean, right? So I just want to put that out there. I may make you uncomfortable, but it is for a reason, and that is for us to better ourselves tonight. Because what we are witnessing is a group of people that are so fearful. A group of people who are so fearful of losing power and control and realizing that they are no longer the majority. That there's a new rising majority, and we don't look like them. They're fearful we're going to treat them the same way they've treated many of us for hundreds of years. You see, those that hate us, many of them are not voting against their interests. They're voting for their interests. And it's because they care more about their proximity to power versus solidarity. Shout out to Nadine Smith of Equality Florida, who was dropping gems to me the other night and gave me that analysis. You see, some folks care more about having money and chasing this false capitalistic American dream and getting perceived power. Because honestly, the rich and those in power, they aren't trying to share it. And that's why it's important for us to remain steadfast and to be authentically ourselves, to be unapologetic about who we are, to not just fall back into the shadows and assimilate. Because often assimilation leads to us trying to become the most respected minority group. It led us to easily falling into the trap. That trap being us turning our noses down at others and hating who they want us to hate, all in the name of respectability. I'm here to tell you that respectability politics has gotten us nowhere, except our communities killed. Respectability politics and assimilation has us not realizing that we are in chains. Let me be clear. We are in chains. Those chains are keeping us from realizing our shared power of demanding and accomplishing a ceasefire in Palestine. Those chains are causing us to look down and treating those who are unhoused or make minimum wage or those that are on public assistance as less than. Those chains are keeping us from showing up and demanding the cops find the killers of Black trans women who, while make up only 13% of that community, they are 3/4 of the victims, and we don't show up because it goes against our religion. We're in chains. And guess what? Our oppressor, those in power, they don't care about any of us or any of our religions. And we need to come together and show up for each other at all times. That is the only way that we will win. Again, I'm going to say we need to show up for each other at all times. That is the only way that we will win. I think we're currently witnessing the implosion of the Democratic Party in real time. And regardless of how you feel about the party, I have my thoughts. I want to talk about more specifically Black women that have been the backbone of that party. My sisters. They're tired. We're tired. We are frustrated and we are hurt. And right now, many of my sisters are saying they aren't going to show up for anyone but themselves. Because for too many years, they have had folks talk about allyship and not show up for us at the times when we needed them the most. But now it's even more complicated because the stakes are way higher. And I understand how they feel, but as I stated before, I am an organizer and I'm a little bit educated on movement work. And I know, as the saying goes, that the truth is no one of us can be free until everybody is free. We all need to grieve. We need to grieve. We need to heal. We need to take some time and give each other some space. But then we need to come back together. We need to show up for one another, even when it's not convenient for us, even if it's causing us to have uncomfortable conversations. Because at the end of the day, we all want the same things. We all want the opportunity to live healthy, to live prosperous, to be safe, to experience joy, to experience love, to get some rest, to no longer just survive, but to actually thrive and to actually flourish. But we have a duty. As the famous freedom fighter Assata Shakur stated, it is our duty to fight for our freedom. It is our duty to win. We must love and support one another. We have nothing to lose but our chains. Thank you.